Everyone, so we're here at Hedgebrook Stables today. I'm Katie, a certified CHA instructor here at Hedgebrook Stables. Anyways, I want to do a little bit of a video on organizing your tack, and you don't even have to have a tack room for this, but just some of the things that you can do to kind of keep your stuff organized. So let's just get into it. First of all, I wanted to show you the cabinet that I use. You can get this at Lowe's, but you could also use like anything you find on Marketplace or Craigslist. So things like a TV, like an old TV type of stand. You could use a dresser. I've used chest of drawers. You could pretty much use anything and sort of renovate it yourself. But this is just what I have. And you could probably actually find these online as well. Or I mean, not online, but like used, you know, from an individual or something, to keep prices down. But one thing that I think I seen this somewhere on another video, and I thought it was so cool, but basically just taking like your little pant type clips from Walmart, and you could actually just ask around to see if anyone has them, if they would save them for you when they buy stuff, and then you can just start collecting them. But they work so good for hanging up your saddle pads, and it just works really nice. And it just really helps keep everything sort of organized. So it's just really nice. You can kind of flip through and whatever. So anyway, so there's my first little tip. It's just really handy. Keeps everything. So if you like wherever you keep your tack, it doesn't even have to be in a locker or anything. You know, you could just put up a little rail of some sort and sort of hang up your saddle cloths. My next little tip is I seriously need to clean all of this because it's such a mess. But I love the Dollar Tree. It's literally my favorite store, or in everything's a dollar store, whatever it's called in your area. But so they have these little hooks that go over, is that like 1 inch or maybe 2 inch? So you could hook it over lots of different places, but it's this little sort of, I don't know, coat rack type of thing. And this thing for $1 is seriously pretty tough because I've got a lot of weight on it right now. And I use it seriously every day. I love these because they curl up enough that if you're changing a bit on your bridle or something, or you're cleaning your bridle, it's not gonna come off like some other types of hooks. So anyways, get yourself a little hook from the Dollar Tree. There's so many different things you can buy there that are just really good. So anyways, there's my second little tip. Excuse the noise of the dogs panting. But here's my third tip. So I took some little, I don't know if you can see, these little planks of wood. I painted them. You don't even have to paint them. But then I just went, I don't even know, probably to Walmart, and I got Velcro, okay? This is so amazing, and I don't even remember where I saw this, but you can actually buy these, but it's so much cheaper to make them yourself. So I just basically, I think this Velcro is actually sticky on the back, okay? So I stuck that on, and then just to make sure, I stapled it every once in a while. You can screw it on too, if you didn't have a staple gun, or nail it. But anyway, just to make sure that it stays. And I have had this up for a long time now. It is very sturdy. It is just so handy for all of your boots. So you can take it off. You can use the Velcro side, or if you use the soft side of the Velcro. So that's why I put the two different ones. But yeah, I mean, it's just so handy. It helps your boots to be able to dry out really easy and everything. So anyways, and you could just find a place in your barn, or even your trailer, just anywhere you're going to keep your tack, and just kind of do this. So it's really kind of just a handy little idea. So here is my fourth tip, and that is a drying rack. Now you guys can get this pretty much anywhere. You could probably even find one at Walmart. This is like an extra big one. I actually found this at an Amish store, but you can actually find them in all different sizes. So these are so great. They collapse down, and if you put stuff that's really heavy, especially the smaller ones, over time they will break. But they are so nice for drying out your blankets and everything after you have ridden and things like that. You can even throw, like over this big one, you can even throw your horse's sheets or rugs over to let them dry as well. So yeah, that's my fourth tip. This is really handy. We use it all the time, and we've packed it full, and it's lasted a really long time. So anyway, it's just a really nice little sort of deal. But you could even, you could probably make something like this too. Just anything to kind of throw your rugs over and your blankets, but it's also just a great way to store them as well. So anyway, there's my fourth tip. Here's my sixth tip, and that is to make a little cleaning area. And so if you have a barn or a trailer, you can do this, or you could pretty much do this anywhere around your farm. So this could even be outside. I had my stuff outside for years, but this is just really kind of handy. So I hung a little hook up here. I love these types of hooks because when you're cleaning bridles, your bridle's not going to come off as like it would on something like this. So I've got this little hook here. You can find these like really cheap. And then I also have an extra hook there, so I can hang my bridles on here and cleaning them. I also just found this basket, probably at the dollar store or something, and I actually just screwed it to the wall, and then I have all my leather cleaning stuff in here. So it's just really easy to be able to pop your bridle on there, be able to clean everything. So it's just a good way to kind of organize your cleaning stuff. Next tip is for saddle stands. Now you can literally make a saddle stand out of anything. Barrels actually work really well, but pretty much anything. But we have recently found that you can get these 3-tier saddle stands at Tractor Supply, and they're like $49. So down the road, if you're wanting something that will just really last you well and keep your saddles in shape really well, these are awesome. So they are perfect for Western or English saddles. You can actually hang your girths here on this one, on this sort of rack down below. You could hang your saddle pads on it, things like that. But what's really cool is behind here, they have these really nice hooks, so you can put your bridles and your lunge lines and your cinches and all kinds of things. So if you're needing something that has, if you don't have a lot of space, these really work great. And excuse the mess, but they also have these down here for more saddle pads. So anyways, it just really works well, especially for the price, and they really last a long time. And they also swivel, so you can put them kind of whichever way you want. And my seventh tip is these little racks. I think these are about $14. If you get on Chick's Discount Saddlery, you might be able to find them a lot cheaper. But they are amazing. You can hook these over a rail. You can hook them over a round pin, like panels. You can pretty much put them anywhere, and they hold a ton, and they literally last forever. I have never had one of these break, so it is really a good way to keep all of your bridles and all of your tack and everything in good shape. And it's just really sturdy. So it's definitely something that if you buy it once, you probably will never have to buy it again. So it's just a really good little way to hang up your stuff. Tip is how I store my helmets. I am very careful with all of my helmets to make sure that they stay in good shape and that they stay safe. So I recommend not hanging them up by the harness, but just setting them in a temperature-controlled environment. So these are in our tack room, and we do have a humidifier that keeps going just to make sure that there's no humidity or mold or anything. Or you can also just keep them in your house, but I would recommend not keeping a helmet in your trailer, just to make sure that they don't go from extreme hot to extreme cold and things, because that will wear your helmet out. And they only last for 5 years anyway. So, anyways, I just like to make sure that I have them sitting in a safe area, and then I just have my gloves here in front, so I can grab them easily and be on my way to ride. 9, 10, and 11. So I found these little hooks, and I'm not even sure where I found them, but you can get little hooks anywhere. And I actually went ahead and just hung up all of my fly bonnets on here. I've got some boots there as well, and some of my extra show brow bands. My next tip is that I actually got these little, I don't know, little baskets at the Dollar Tree, and I keep all of my like extra things in it. So I've got some show gloves, Spurs, winter gloves, things like that. They're just really handy. And then I also got another rack to hang up all of my Spurs on, so you can just grab them and go. Super, super easy. And then I also just have like a little, I don't know what this is, what do you call it, motivational thing. So anyways, yeah, tip number 11. And my tip number 12 is this husky trunk. This is so awesome. I actually put a little decal on that I just made myself and Mod Podged it. But this is really handy. So it's got this handle that comes out. It's on wheels. You can roll it. It's got a key so you can lock it. You could put all kinds of stuff in here. It's probably even big enough for a English saddle. But I'll actually show you the inside of it. It is a mess right now because I need to clean it. But it's pretty handy. So it's the Husky brand. You can get this at Lowe's, and it makes a really nice tack trunk on a budget. I can't remember how much this is, but I want to say it's like $50 at the most. But yeah, you can take this tray out. And so anyway, it makes a really nice show trunk, but you can also lock it. So if you board somewhere, it's just really, really handy. 12 now. Who's keeping count, right? But anyways, my 12th tip is to make a blanket hanger. I had been wanting to do this literally forever, and I finally found these really cool little, I think they're closet hooks from a surplus store, really, really cheap. But it actually worked really well, and I just made a little like blanket hook out of them where you can hang them up to store them and let them dry, things like that. So I'm super, super excited with how it turned out. It was really easy to do. So anyways, there's tip number 12. 13, and this one's getting kind of old. But you can get these little trunks from, I believe, Walmart. You could probably find them online too, but Walmart, I think they're $15, and I used these as tack trunks for the longest time before I got the Husky one. But now we use them as blankets, like for a blanket sort of trunk. They are really nice. They hold tons of blankets, and it just keeps them all tidy and clean and everything. And for a while, they had this really pretty teal color, but I also know that they have black and gray. So anyway, they just look really nice, and they're great little tack trunks. And you can also bring these with you to shows and things, which is really handy. So that is all the tips I have right now. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, comment below. Happy riding!